Hello, Winchester. Hello, America. It's Visual Radio Live, and it is November 1st, 2012, at 5 days to Election Day. Election Day will be after Guy Fawkes Day in England, which is like our 4th of July. In England, they have Guy Fawkes Day, and he was an interesting man, but they use a lot of firecrackers and fireworks and such in November. We do it in July when it's a little warmer, but that's okay. Peter Noon's birthday is November 5th, which is Guy Fawkes Day. We'll send him an email. Maybe he'll phone in. Well, we won't be on the air on the 5th. We'll be on the air on the...
Where's your mic?
The mic is here on the phone. I always leave it there. We'll phone him in. Maybe next week he'll call in. Anyway, we got lots of stuff to talk about tonight. Johnny Byers will be on the phone, and Frank Dell'Estrito will be talking about two movies tonight. And so we're on our way. I'll be talking to Harriet in a couple of minutes. Winchester is on the front page of the Boston Globe today. Don't know if you saw it. Interesting article. Obama delivers a vow in visit to hobbled New Jersey. Bipartisanship. It's great. Right before the election, you've got Obama with Chris Christie. You've got Mike Bloomberg, the New York mayor, today endorsing Barack Obama. Even Geraldo Rivera on Fox is a little upset with the GOP. So Geraldo Rivera is on a rampage too. That the GOP has been hammering away at Libya. The GOP never hammered away at Dick Cheney and Halliburton. Never hammered away at the Iraq War and the Yellow Cake. Speaking of which, Colin Powell endorsed Barack Obama. You got Christie, Bloomberg, Powell, and even Geraldo, for what Geraldo's worth. A new state audit shows that the Winchester housing director, who also kept a full-time law practice, filed 16 conflicting time cards showing him in court when he claimed to be at the authority, undermining his insistence that he juggled two careers simply by working nights and weekends. Joseph M. Lally, 59, abruptly resigned his $73,000 a year housing authority position after 11 years on the job on October 5th, days before publication of a Globe story that featured lollygagging prominently as an example of housing authority executive directors who face little accountability for their work. Now, y'all have probably read about the Chelsea Housing Authority and Tim Murray's involvement in that. And then the Medford Housing Authority, and you know that we're smack dab in the middle of it, people, because Visual Radio went over to the Medford Housing Authority with the camera on April 18th. And what did we do? We filmed and we asked Uncle Gene McGillicuddy. Uncle Gene McGillicuddy. I never realized he was the mayor's uncle. I thought it was his cousin or something, but he's literally Mayor McGlynn's uncle. And Uncle Gene's a nice old guy. I like him. But you know, the mayor's uncle on the board of directors of a housing authority in Medford is a little sketchy, etch-a-sketchy. So Uncle Gene was nice enough and told us he was related to the mayor, and that Governor Deval Patrick appointed him, and 3 or 4 days later, Governor Deval Patrick unappointed him, and Bob Cavell left. But the problem here, people, is that Bob Cavell got just a slap on the wrists. And earlier in the year, Patricia DePaula Cavell, his wife, the sister of the late Sheriff Jim DePaula, she got a slap on the wrist from Martha Coakley. So Martha Coakley will go after some of these housing authorities with a vengeance, and others the kid gloves, because they're part of the McGlynn crony thing. So anyway, you'll hear this later tonight. The police chief in Medford has given us permission. We have permission to picket Mayor McGlynn's November 7th State of the City address over at the sheriff's office, Century Bank. So where the mayor's father had a job for 3 years at $80,000 a year. And his cousin was the special sheriff. And a city councilor works at the sheriff's department. So he makes about $100K between the sheriff's department and the city council. And his uncle is the president of the city council in Medford. So if you think you got it bad here, Winchester with Lally, well, okay. Before we make our phone call, we're going to go here. The 11-page state audit dated October 23rd, but written before Lally's sudden resignation, is addressed to Laura McGlynn. All right, I did that on purpose. Laura Glynn. I mean, it was too easy. Laura McGlynn, Glynn McGlynn, of the law firm McGlynn and McGlynn and McGlynn and McGlynn, LLC. Chair of the 5-member Winchester Housing Authority Board Commission. The board has 10 days to respond to the draft. Glynn did not return email and phone messages, no doubt. But when the Globe first asked her about his ability to do two jobs at once, she expressed support for Lally. He's a hard worker. I really don't care what he does in his off hours, so long as the agency is well run. Okay, then Boston Globe today, November 1st, page A7. Okay, the report challenges Glynn's contention that the housing authority was well run under Lally, too. In 3 of the 8 rental units that auditors inspected, they found 10 instances of non-compliance with the state sanitary code, such as peeling paint, sealing water stains, roof deterioration, exterior siding falling off, walkways in disrepair, collapsing fence, rubbish and debris in yard, and disintegrated caulking in sink. All right, so now you know why they like to ban TV shows in Medford. Because we read the facts from the newspaper, and Mayor McGlynn is so thin-skinned, he has a media blackout on the city. He might as well be the editor of the weekly paper. He's the de facto editor. So, there you go. Winchester. That was our fun for tonight.